Well, let's talk about SummerSlam, MetLife Stadium, Night 1, 2025. And if you noticed, me holding that world title is about as long as CM Punk held that title when he got cashed in on by Seth Rollins. But what we will do is we will start from match 1 all the way till the end of the night, and we will cover everything thoroughly. But I just had to get that shot in at the start. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and put the bell on for all notifications that are the MrTeshk Wrestling channel. Now, let's get on to night 1 of SummerSlam. Big shout out to Seagram's Spiked. They sent me this Survivor Series Blood Orange malt beverage. I can say they have been fantastic. We'll be testing them out through the rest of the night. Starting off the show was Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. First thing we need to remember, Roman Reigns has not kicked off a PLE in many, many years. This was main event caliber, like dead serious. I was so surprised that WWE decided to kick off a show with a match of this caliber. Braun, Bronson, Jey, and Roman all showed up and all showed out. The coolest part was no individual really took over the entire match. Braun Breaker was the staple for the Seth Rollins faction, and Roman Reigns provided us a version of Roman that we have never seen. A simple Roman, a volatile Roman, but also a symbolic Roman that would do anything to win the match. And at the end of the day, Roman took the final spear to take Braun Breaker into that final sequence where Jey Uso took over, got the Uso splash and the 1-2-3 on Bronson Reed, and got Roman and Jey the W on the night. The coolest part about this whole sequence was Roman seemingly put Jey over when Jey didn't need to get put over. It almost made us feel like Jey just got that extra emphasis that he didn't need, but Roman is now showing a sympathetic side to being the guy who carried the company for so many years. And now Roman is that guy that is distributing the wealth across the family. So what a match to open the entire show. Super impressed. Roman, unfortunately, he's going away to film Street Fighter. Jey is going to carry on yeeting and making the crowds blow up before the shows even start. And unfortunately, I think we got a slight injury to Braun Breaker, but hopefully that moves forward and we can get a new story between Jey and the Brons going into Survivor Series. But overall, I think this match was absolutely incredible. I think Jey and Roman told a great story. The Brons really helped carry the entire story as well. And really, this match, I'm going to say, if we're going out of 5, this was a 4.75 out of 5. This match was main event worthy. Like I said at the start, going through the entire show, we needed to kick off MetLife and Jersey hot, and we did. Dear God, was this match absolutely incredible. I think we're going into the most obvious match of the night, Judgment Day, Kel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Guys, they're not friends. Relax. This match had everything. This really built up Raquel, built up Roxanne. I was expecting Dirty Dominic Mysterio for some reason to interfere somewhere in this match, but they built this match really well and started a secondary storyline going into Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania. That accidental shot from Alexa Bliss on Charlotte Flair, but for them to revamp and have that side shot of Charlotte saying, "I trust you and I forgive you for actually hitting me," going into the pin and the finish, this really made this tag team significant. The women's division across everything, the world title, the WWE Women's Championship and the tag titles. It is overall one of the top divisions in all of pro wrestling, and putting the tag titles on Charlotte and Alexa, this really builds the future for that tag division. They're doing exactly what they did with the IC title with putting it on Becky. Now they have titles that really meant nothing on people that are first ballot Hall of Famers in Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Yes, there's two stories being told. New tag champs. How are these two going to break up and have a feud going into WrestleMania? Love both. Alexa, Charlotte, not friends, but yes, they deserve all their flowers. What a job they've done, and no discredit to Raquel and Roxanne. I'm sure there is a conversation for them to have, obviously, a rematch, but there's more story for them to tell as well in the Judgment Day. This is all fantastic. I think the first two matches of SummerSlam really set the night into a positive trajectory. A match I'm kind of shocked about, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. I think everyone had booked Jade Cargill to win this match. The biggest thing was Jade showed again that she is advancing in her career in professional wrestling. There is no discredit from what Jade Cargill did in AEW compared to what she's done in WWE. She's just getting better over time. I was one of those that has critiqued Tiffany Stratton's run as women's champion and thought it's been kind of lackluster, and I thought a change was needed. This match overall told a beautiful story. Jade really put on the pressure. Tiffany in-ring selling in this match. Go back to the prettiest moonsault to the two-footed counter from Jade. Tiffany's sell was legitimately one of the best sells I have seen in a long time. So arguably this match for storytelling purposes was really well done. I just was really surprised that we didn't get what we expected in a new WWE Women's Champion in Jade Cargill, which I think she arguably deserves. Overall, this match 3.75 out of 5, but it could have done better. I'm sure these women are going to progress into a future storyline, maybe with Bianca involved, and definitely something special going into Survivor Series. Please forgive me, guys. Yes, I've got glasses on for the second half of this video. Thanks to Meta sending me these gorgeous AI Ray-Ban glasses, I am able to film content through and through from a first-person perspective. And moving forward on my social medias, I will be doing a day in the life of a pro wrestling content creator. So please follow me on all my social medias: TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. Everything will be filmed basically from here, giving you guys an insight in what goes on in the day-to-day of a pro wrestling content creator. Anyways, back to the video. Randy Orton, Jelly Roll, Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul. I don't think anyone thought Drew and Logan were coming out on top in this match. There are two things I want to really emphasize in this match. First off, Jelly Roll, goddamn dude, you showed up to take the spots. Forget the performance and the offense that Jelly Roll put on in this match, but to take the spots that Jelly Roll took in this match, absolutely incredible. And I got so much love because Jelly Roll really showed up and is going to be, I'm not going to say a powerhouse, but he's definitely going to have a few more performances where he shocks the crowd. And that's the best part about professional wrestling. If you can put a smile on the crowd's face, you've done your job. And the key part here is tonight, SummerSlam night 1, Jelly Roll put a smile on the crowd's face. I don't think anyone is going to disregard that. Overall, Logan Paul being Logan Paul, the podcaster, the pro wrestler, the humble social media icon, I'm going to say Logan showed up as well. And unfortunately, this night was not about Randy and Drew, which annoys me on a personal side when it comes to professional wrestling. Randy and Drew deserve to be in the world title and the WWE title spot, but tonight was arguably about Logan and Jelly Roll, and both of them showed up. Logan got his viral moment. Jelly Roll is going to be talked about for many, 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 many months going out of SummerSlam, so I'm very happy for him. This match overall, Drew and Logan getting the W in this match. I'm going to say this was a 3.5 out of 5. I think it could have been better, but I'm pleasantly surprised with the shocking victory in it. So overall, what a great match. I know I just missed a match. Sami Zayn and Keran Cross. I'm very disappointed in this match. I think this might have been the match of the night where we're looking at saying, what the hell just happened? The entire build for this was Keran Cross finally getting his spot and Sami Zayn kind of helping on the back end to build Cross. And overall, this turned into Cross. I don't know what happened tonight. Sami Zayn getting the W over Keran Cross in a clean fashion, with it just being goody two shoes. Sami Zayn over the devil on his shoulder, Keran Cross. This is the match that really flustered me over the night, and I think it flustered the 55,000 that were in MetLife, because I think everyone assumed that Keran Cross was coming out on top and signing a new contract and moving forward. Now Keran Cross is just up in the air. Like, what happens? Does Keran Cross disappear? No disrespect to Sami, because he's an incredible performer, but what is going on with Keran Cross? We want to know. As fans, we want to know what is going on with Keran Cross. Is he signed? Is he not signed? Are we moving into another era of darkness for Cross? Is he going to show up? Like, we worked to get Truth back, and we really haven't seen anything since Truth returned, except for he's on the roster. Now we've worked to get Cross, and he just lost in his first SummerSlam match. So in the comments, what are the next steps for Cross? Because honestly, I'm a little confused. I'm a little concerned. So either way, whatever, guys, let me know in the comments. Moving on to the World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus CM Punk. Gunther chopped CM Punk raw tonight. Both of them had literal blood blisters that were leaking out of their chests for this entire match. CM Punk and Gunther told a beautiful 23-minute story, maybe, of what the world title from 1950, 60, and 70 should be. It was almost an homage to old school wrestling, and I loved this match. Through and through, I loved every single second of this match. It was brutal. It was slow. It was methodical. It was aggressive, which both of these men know how to put on that style of match. Not many fans are loving of these types of matches, but overall, if this had the only conclusion of one of these men winning, I would have been happy, because honestly, the match was phenomenal. Overall, 4.5 out of 5 stars between Gunther and Punk. CM Punk comes out on top after dropping Gunther face first on the table, and Gunther, for the first time ever on WWE main roster television, showing color, which was crazy. CM Punk getting the pin, 1, 2, 3, and celebrating his first world title in almost over a decade. But it did not last long, like we showed at the start of the video. It lasted actually a shorter amount of time than Drew McIntyre holding his world title at WrestleMania, and Seth Rollins' music hits. Now, as a fan of Seth Rollins, as a mark of Seth Rollins, I truly believed his knee was was injured. I thought Seth was hurt. Seth Rollins comes out with Paul Heyman on crutches just to remind CM Punk that he's here and he is Mr. Money in the Bank. But no, he turns around, limps his way back to Gorilla and drops the crutches like the Messiah reborn. Takes the briefcase, runs down to the ring, beats down CM Punk, and genuinely makes us all either believe or hate Seth Rollins for this incredible farce that he gave us at Saturday night's main event. Oh my God. Seth Rollins and new World Heavyweight Champion. If you're not a Seth Rollins fan, you're pissed off about this. If you're a CM Punk guy, then I understand you're pissed off about this. Every person in pro wrestling got work. Every person. I don't care if you believed, oh, it might be a work. That knee injury looked legit. That knee injury looked like we are struggling with something. And I still believe, with the way Seth ran down to the ring, we are dealing with a knee injury. But at the end of the day, CM Punk has a 5-minute world title reign in WWE since returning. And Seth Rollins stood by what he said. I will never let you hold a title while I'm kicking and breathing. Seth Rollins comes out of night 1 of SummerSlam as the World Heavyweight Champion. What an incredible night of professional wrestling we had. Please, in the comments, let me know what you thought of night 1. Were you worked? Were you surprised? Are you pissed? Are you happy? What happens on night 2? And like always, be good people.